There are places in this world where the walls don't just hold up the roof, but hold secrets deep, dark, and utterly disturbing secrets. Places where the line between the living and the dead blurs, where fear breathes life into every corner and shadow. Few locations carry such heavy, haunted reputations as the Winchester Mystery House. This sprawling mansion in San Jose, California, is not just a marvel of eccentric architecture. It is a labyrinth of obsession, terror, and spectral vengeance. It is a place built not from dreams of beauty or comfort, but from crippling fear of spirits, fear of curses, fear of death itself. Before we journey through its twisting hallways and staircases to nowhere, I want you to imagine a home that is never truly finished, a place that grows like a living creature, with hallways that confound, rooms that puzzle, and doors that lead nowhere. Imagine living in a place where every wall could hide a ghost, where every shadow could conceal something sinister waiting to strike. This is the nightmare that Sarah Winchester, widow of the wealthy Winchester rifle magnate, created and inhabited for nearly 4 decades. The story behind this infamous mansion is more than architectural oddity. It is a window into a mind gripped by paranoia, grief, and a desperate quest for redemption. But before we peel back the layers of this macabre tale, I want you to take a moment to pause and consider, what if the fears that drove Sarah Winchester to build endlessly were not just figments of her imagination? What if the spirits she sought to escape were real? What if this house, with its maze-like corridors and eerie history, still holds the restless souls it was designed to imprison? If you are ready to uncover the dark truths behind the Winchester Mystery House, if you want to hear chilling accounts of ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and the madness that can consume a person haunted by guilt, stay with me until the very end. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more bone-chilling stories just like this. Engage with us in the comments, share your thoughts, your fears, and maybe your own paranormal experiences. Also, check the pinned comment below for an incredible opportunity that could transform your understanding of life and fear. The saga begins with Sarah Winchester, a woman born into privilege but forever marked by tragedy. She was the wife of William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, which manufactured one of the deadliest weapons of its time. After her husband's death, followed soon by the loss of her infant daughter, Sarah's life was engulfed in sorrow. But what followed was not typical mourning. Legend says she sought out a medium, a spiritualist, who delivered a chilling prophecy. Sarah was cursed by the spirits of those who had been killed by Winchester rifles. These angry, restless souls were said to haunt her relentlessly, seeking vengeance and claiming her life unless she took drastic action. The medium's advice was bizarre, but clear. Sarah was told to move far away from the East Coast and build a house continuously in the West without stopping. Construction was to never cease, and the house had to be designed as a maze, full of twists and turns, secret passageways, and dead ends. The idea was to confuse the spirits, trap them, and appease them through constant building. Sarah took this ominous advice seriously, devoting nearly 40 years of her life to overseeing endless construction on her estate in San Jose, California. The house began to grow into an architectural enigma. Rooms appeared seemingly overnight. Staircases were built leading to ceilings or dropping abruptly into empty voids. Doors opened to brick walls or into other rooms. Windows overlooked stairwells. Hidden passages and trapdoors were common. Every detail seemed designed to baffle the spirits and any visitor brave enough to explore its halls. It was as if Sarah was creating a fortress not of stone and mortar but of confusion and supernatural cunning. What makes the Winchester Mystery House so unsettling is not just the odd design, but the eerie experiences reported within its walls. Workers, architects, and visitors have all told stories that make one question the boundary between the natural and the supernatural. Strange noises echo through empty rooms. Doors slam shut without warning. Cold spots freeze the air in sudden patches. Figures have been seen out of the corner of one's eye, vanishing when looked at directly. Some claim to have heard ghostly whispers and footsteps echoing down the hallways. The house seems alive with restless energy, as if the spirits Sarah sought to contain still linger. Trapped and enraged, Sarah Winchester herself lived in almost complete isolation within this maze, seldom leaving the mansion and rarely seen by the outside world. Some say her obsession with building was a manifestation of her deteriorating mental state, fueled by unbearable guilt and fear. Others believe she truly communed with spirits, desperate to appease them to save her own life. Whichever is true, the legacy she left behind is a home unlike any other, a place where terror and obsession have been built into every beam and brick. This mansion was not merely a house. It was a physical manifestation of a psychological and supernatural nightmare. It stands as a testament to how grief, fear, and guilt can consume a person and twist reality into something frightening and incomprehensible. Many who visit report a palpable atmosphere of unease and the undeniable sensation that they are not alone. While some dismiss the haunted reputation of the Winchester Mystery House as folklore or the exaggerations of tourism, the oddities in the house's architecture and the consistent reports of paranormal phenomena keep the legend alive. Paranormal investigators have tried to uncover scientific explanations, but many remain baffled. The house is a magnet for ghost hunters and curious visitors, each hoping to witness the inexplicable for themselves. The story of the Winchester Mystery House raises deeper questions about human psychology and the unknown. How much can fear drive a person? Can guilt and obsession manifest in physical ways, shaping the world around us? And most hauntingly, are there places where the veil between life and death is so thin that the spirits of the past refuse to rest? As we continue this journey, the chilling tales will deepen, and you will learn about some of the most terrifying experiences recorded in this house of endless corridors. You will meet the spirits who supposedly roam these halls, and hear about the architectural oddities that baffle experts even today. This is not just a story about a strange house. It is a story about what happens when fear becomes a force of nature, a curse given form and shelter. It is a reminder that some places are better left alone, and some secrets are buried deep for a reason. As the years passed, the Winchester Mystery House continued to grow in complexity and mystery. Sarah Winchester's obsession with construction became all-consuming, a desperate attempt to stay one step ahead of the restless spirits she believed were haunting her. Builders worked tirelessly under her command, often bewildered by the strange requirements she imposed. Some days, they would tear down walls they had just built. Other days, they would construct rooms with no apparent purpose other than to confuse. Staircases that led nowhere, doors opening into blank walls, and hallways twisting back on themselves became the norm rather than the exception. It was a maze designed by madness, a fortress erected from fear. Sarah herself was rarely seen, preferring to wander alone through the labyrinthine halls, in a veil of mourning black, clutching a large Bible, seeking solace from the torment that plagued her mind. According to those who knew her, she believed that if she stopped building, the spirits would catch up to her, and death would come swiftly. This fear was so profound that for almost 40 years, construction crews labored day and night, with no clear end in sight. Visitors to the house over the years have reported a multitude of unsettling experiences. Some have felt an oppressive atmosphere, a coldness that seeps into the bones and chills the soul. Others have seen shadowy figures gliding silently, just beyond their peripheral vision, only to vanish when confronted. Doors have slammed violently shut, windows have rattled without wind, and strange voices have been heard whispering unintelligible words in the dead of night. One visitor described hearing footsteps pacing just behind them, yet when they turned, no one was there. The house itself seems to resist normal logic. Staircases that suddenly end on a ceiling, doorways that open to sheer drops, and windows overlooking internal rooms all create a disorienting experience, as if the house itself is alive and playing tricks on those who dare to explore it. It's easy to imagine that this sprawling mansion was not just built to confound spirits, but also to imprison them, locking their restless souls within a twisted prison of wood and stone. The legend of the Winchester Mystery House extends beyond just architectural oddities. There are stories of unexplained accidents within its walls, workers who mysteriously fell or vanished during construction, residents who reported feeling watched by unseen eyes, and even instances of objects moving on their own. Paranormal investigators who have studied the mansion have detected unusual electromagnetic readings and temperature fluctuations, signs often associated with ghostly presences. Photographs taken inside the house sometimes capture strange orbs of light or misty shapes that defy explanation. Sarah Winchester died in 1922, leaving behind a mansion shrouded in mystery and a legacy tangled in fear. Despite her passing, the house remains a beacon for those fascinated by the paranormal and the macabre. Today, the Winchester Mystery House is a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who hope to glimpse the supernatural or simply experience the unsettling atmosphere firsthand. But beyond the tourist fascination lies a deeper truth about what the house represents. It is a chilling testament to how grief and fear can distort reality, how obsession can become a prison just as confining as any physical walls. Sarah Winchester's relentless building was her way of fighting an invisible enemy, a desperate attempt to find peace in a world that had been shattered by loss and guilt. In many ways, the Winchester Mystery House is more than just a haunted mansion. It is a monument to human frailty, a physical manifestation of one woman's struggle with the unknown. It forces us to confront uncomfortable questions. What lengths would we go to escape our fears? Can the past truly be buried, or does it follow us in shadows and whispers? And finally, are there places where the dead refuse to rest, demanding a price from the living? As you imagine wandering the endless hallways of the Winchester Mystery House, think about the spirits said to linger there, restless, vengeful, trapped by the very architecture designed to confuse them. Think about Sarah Winchester herself, a woman haunted by the lives lost through the weapons her family created, driven to madness by guilt and fear. The house stands as a silent witness to the horrors of the past and a reminder that some fears cannot be escaped, only contained. If this story has captured your imagination and sent a chill down your spine, please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories of haunted places and cursed objects. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you, and don't forget to check the pinned comment for a special opportunity that could change your life forever. The Winchester Mystery House will continue to fascinate and terrify, standing as one of the most enduring symbols of haunted history in the world. Its twisted corridors and eerie legends remind us that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are not just ghosts or spirits, but the fears and regrets we carry within ourselves.